Hi everyone, it's me again. Now today I thought I'd give you a little health update. I just like to keep you guys updated on my health, and it just helps me to think about my stomach and my head and everything, because that's basically what it's about. Now you might remember, if you watched my previous health update, that I had gone to see a gastroenterologist for like a follow-up second appointment, which had taken about 7 months to get, which is ridiculous. And it wasn't hugely helpful, which was disappointing, though not completely unexpected. I went in there, he didn't really say much, but he sent me off for an endoscopy or gastroscopy, I think that's what people call it. And the sad news is that I'm still waiting. It's been 6 weeks or so since he said that, and I'm still waiting. So there's not really much of an update there, although I'm still, like I said in my previous video, not really that optimistic that it will help in any way. Actually, I don't think in my last video I said that I received a letter from, well, it wasn't a letter directed to me, it's one of these letters that your gastroenterologist sends to your GP/doctor, and you're sort of sent it just because you're involved and it's about you. So I had this letter that I was sent, and something in it really bugged me, really annoyed me. So the gastroenterologist said, blah blah blah, her bowels improved fairly soon after I saw her. And like, basically, I feel like when someone says her bowels improved like quickly after I saw her, it kind of implies that something he did, the gastroenterologist, actually helped me. Nothing he did helped me whatsoever. He gave me a bunch of laxatives back in July 2018. I didn't take them because I just don't like taking laxatives, especially with my eating disorder past. And then I told him in my next appointment that, you know, my bowel habits had changed. Nothing has improved as such, and nothing he did, because he physically didn't do anything, changed. And that really bugged me. So yeah, that sucks, and I guess I'll just update you at some point in the future about this stupid gastroenterologist journey that I'm on, and how if this endoscopy doesn't work, I'm just going straight back to my doctor and back to the start, and I guess I'll have to bring you along on that journey from the very beginning again. I did say in my last video actually that I was thinking of going privately, and that's something I'm still thinking about, but just with everything that costs money, it's a big thing to go into, and when you don't have all the money in the world, it's kind of like a big deal. And you say, you know, your health comes first, doesn't matter about the money, but it kind of is something that you really have to think about. It's a big thing. To be honest, instead of that, we booked a holiday. We went on holiday to Rome, which is something I want to talk about in this health update, because I am always really nervous about going on holiday, because my stomach constantly plays up. Like, from the moment that I'm thinking about packing, my stomach like seizes up into an absolute ball of a mess, and I just bloat out. And I was really worried that on this holiday, every day I'd eat food, I'd bloat, eat food, bloat. But it wasn't the case. I was really happy that we were away for nearly a week, and for those first few days I ate food and it was fine. And I don't really know why. Maybe I was relaxed, maybe like my stomach's just getting a little better somewhat, but I was fine even though we were completely out of routine. I was eating pizza every day, I was eating pasta every day, I was having alcohol every day, and it was fine. So that, for once in Health Update, is a definite positive. But since I've come back from holiday, which was a few weeks ago now, things have actually got worse. And I thought, what could be worse than like my stomach when it's on holiday? Oh, it can be so much worse. So when we were on holiday, I ate a lot more fresh food, and I did have like a lot of salad. So I had salad on my pizza, I had salad on my pasta, and it was great. I loved eating fresh food, which is something that with my IBS I don't really feel that I can have very often. I feel like the foods that I struggle with are often those foods that look fresh and appetizing and are classed as more like healthy food, so vegetables and fruit is what I struggle with. But I was like, well, I ate them on holiday and I was okay, so let's come back and just eat a bit more fresh and healthy. Oh, it's been bad. It's been really bad. So I couldn't work out at first, over the past week or so, what was giving me the most horrendous gas in the world. So let's just talk about the gas first. It has been some of the worst ever, to the point where this is almost quite funny, but about a week ago, we were asleep, middle of the night, and a lot of gas came out. I farted quite badly and it woke me up. the smell woke me up, the sound woke me up, everything, it just woke me up, which is ridiculous. It's so stupid. And since then, just onwards, every day, as soon as I eat anything, I just get horrendous gas, and it gets worse and worse as the day goes on. I've worked out that I think it's rocket. So it's called rocket in the UK, it's like salad. I think in America and stuff it's called something like arugula, something. I don't know, I probably said it wrong, but hopefully that makes sense. So I've been eating a lot of that, and I think it's that. I really do think it's that. I've taken a few days break of it and the gas has gone a lot more, so I think it's that. But it's really frustrating because I love rocket, it's really good for you, it tastes great, it's just something that you can just get out of the bag easily. We even bought some rocket seeds recently so that we could grow our own rocket and eat it, but I'm not really sure that's the case. To be fair though, I don't think it's a case of just completely removing it from my diet, and I think that's something that's really important for you guys and for me to think about, is that it's not about completely deleting food sometimes with like IBS and gut problems, it's just finding that right portion size. So hopefully I'll be able to eat like a little bit, just not every day and not huge portions. So I'm taking a little bit of a break, but after that hopefully I'll be able to have a little bit with meals, fingers crossed. I'm not sure. I'm saying that like it's going to happen, but you never know, I might just be off it forever, which would be very sad. Sadly, I don't think it stops at rocket in terms of foods that I have realised very recently don't agree with me. So, corn. You know, like when you have Mexican food like corn tortillas, corn like taco shells and stuff, I don't think I can eat it. I don't think I can eat corn properly as an ingredient, and I've thought this for quite a while now, because whenever we have Mexican for dinner, so we have tacos or fajitas or something, I really struggle. And I know I've always struggled with this as a meal, but I've gradually removed stuff. So a couple of years ago I removed having guacamole with it, and that helped because I realised that I can't really tolerate too much avocado, so I never have guacamole with it. And when I have salsa, it is like an onion-free and garlic-free salsa that we have. So I know that it's none of that, and then we just have some chicken and maybe some cheese and stuff. So it's none of those things. I know that because I eat them in different situations and I'm fine. But the corn, whenever I have corn in any capacity, if I just have some tortilla chips with a dip, or just, you know, have it as part of Mexican, I struggle so much. As well as all the stomach issues that I get from eating foods that just don't seem to agree with me. It really isn't just that. One of the most difficult things I find when I eat foods that don't necessarily agree with me, you know, even foods that agree with me one day and not the next, fatigue. I get really horrendous fatigue. I get this when like I eat a bit too much sugar, which I think some people could probably relate to, because you get those sort of sugar going mad, hyper moments, and then you get a drop in your level, whatever it's called. But yeah, I never get that sort of hyper moment. I just go straight plummeting down into this just unable to do anything mess. It's not even like I'm just super sleepy, but it's so horrible for like yourself mentally. Like I struggle so badly mental health wise with stuff like this. It just makes you feel really down, really sad. Like you eat something thinking it's going to be all okay, you go out for a meal and there's something on your plate that, you know, you think, well, sometimes I can eat it, sometimes I can't, I'll just have a little bit. And you get so much grief out of it, and it just makes you, you know, feel like, what is the point in going out? What's the point in eating full stop? Sometimes I do think this, I'm like, what is the point in me even having food? Because I know that I'm going to feel bad afterwards. And just as another thing, these days I am really finding that I'm struggling to find something that actually helps. So when I'm going through these really bad stomach episodes, as it were, and I'm finding it hard to even stand up and I'm in cramp mode and pain and everything, I'm not finding that much that will help. So, you know, I'll have a peppermint tea or I'll have some peppermint tablets. Those have always been my like go-to kind of things, and drinking more water and stuff, but I'm not finding it being super helpful. And I was wondering if any of you guys have things that, you know, at one point really worked for you and then suddenly they don't work, because that's what I'm going through at the moment, and I'm kind of having to think of other things to help me, which for now is just sort of riding the wave and knowing that, oh, in a few days I'll feel better, which is very depressing and very demotivating, especially when you know you've got lots on and you're busy. Anyway, I think I'll leave it there because I've been waffling on far too much, but in conclusion, my stomach is in a bit of a downward spiral at the moment. My IBS isn't great, and I think that's just the nature of IBS. It isn't something that can be cured as such. It can be managed, and even when you're managing it to the best of your ability, it has its ups, it has its downs, and I'm on a down at the moment. But when you're down, there's only one way, and that's up. Fingers crossed. I hope I can't go down any further. I hope the gas can't get any worse than this. But yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and go up here and follow me on Instagram. And also just leave in the comments below how you're getting on with your stomach. Does it affect your mental health? What you're taking for it? Just general chitter chatter about IBS, gut health, general health. How are you? Yeah, whatever. I'll see you soon. Bye!